Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us right here on the 7X podcast. Today we have a very special edition for you. We are broadcasting live from the Global Speakers Academy full-day masterclass in Kempton Park.
Yeah,
we look like sports commentators, which is exciting. You know, maybe we can comment on people passing by. So we've got this gentleman he's going to the ticket because on the other side, I don't know if you guys can see on that side, that's our guest studio right in front of us here. And on the left-hand side, you can see there's the ticket desk where people are getting their name tags. So we can comment on people that go get their name tags there. We can be like, oh, the gentleman in the grey suit is...
I think you should go look for a job. Be a report. No, you are very good.
You're just jealous because I'm dragging you into this. Well, it's wonderful to be here today. The lineup is incredible. There's like a line of speakers like you've never seen before. I'm going to mention a couple of names here from the Global Speakers Academy, which is led by Billy Selikane himself. And today we have a long list. I don't know if you can see on my phone. There's a long list. Look at that list of speakers. And these are not just speakers, ladies and gentlemen. These are speakers. Like
global speakers.
Global speakers. You know, they are on our level.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so let me go through this list. So I'm going from as it is on the website. We have Hector Matabe, or as on the previous 7X episode, we have him, Hector the Motivator.
Yeah.
We have Hector, we have Steph de Plessis, we have David Molapo, we have Jabu Zwane, we have Deshaun Diesel, we have Graham Cogniton, we have Professor Bonang Mohale, we have Billy Selikane himself, and then we have a couple of panelists as well, Rich Aunt Mo, Saffron Bohale? Bagale. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Sipiwe Moyo, and then Zaz Molo. So these are just some of the speakers that we're going to be hearing from today. I know they had already started the talking. We saw I believe Steph was up on the stage just now.
Yeah.
He was sharing some interesting global statistics. So I can't wait to also be able to... I hope they're recording everything so we can catch up because we're sitting out here, you know. So we are missing out on all the talks.
Yeah.
So Chris, tell us, why do you think speaking is important for entrepreneurs? Because not everybody wants to be a professional speaker. Not everybody has the patience to be a professional speaker, but we know that, especially for us, how much professional speaking has helped our business. So from your perspective, your opinion, why do you think speaking is important, and should entrepreneurs get into it, and why?
If you are an entrepreneur, meaning that you'll be selling, you'll be selling something. So when you are selling something, you are not selling to a robot, you're selling to people.
Yeah.
You have to talk to people. But now when it comes to the professional speaking, is you to learn the techniques so that you can know how to talk well. Because when it comes, entrepreneurship comes with you pitching your project, you trying to persuade people to buy or to work with you, and all these things is it's techniques. There's things that you can learn so that you can effectively do your business and push and build the relationships. You know, so it's very important that or any entrepreneur to be able to speak. So you don't have to be a professional speaker, meaning that you to get paid for it.
Doesn't have to be monetized.
You can just learn how to speak so that you can speak in your business and talk to investors, talk to clients, talk to anyone who's outside there who to sell your business. Because why are we doing business? We do business so that we can sell it.
Yes.
And if the business it's the value, if you have a value proposition that you want to exchange with money to people, you must be able to articulate it properly. You must be able to present it to people so that they can buy and give you what you need. So it is really very important for entrepreneurs to learn how to speak or to learn the business of speaking. The skill is really very important. Communication at itself I think it's one of the foundation of the business.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I like what you said also about the talking to investors, because at some point, if you're a serious entrepreneur, you're going to find yourself in front of a room full of people.
Yes.
And if a lot of times people have great ideas, but they don't know how to convey those ideas through good communication. And so as an entrepreneur, it's like you were saying, there's sales, there's looking for investors, but also communicating your vision to the people that you are working with, that's working for you, leading them in that vision. And then also being able to sell the bigger picture to the clients, that it's not just about the products. You have to build those relationships. So at some point, you're going to find yourself in this room full of people, and this might either make or break your business. And if you have not exposed yourself to public speaking, you might undersell yourself. You might undersell the vision or create a misrepresentation of what you're trying to communicate and sell to people.
No, that's really very important. Some big companies or some big entrepreneurs who are outside there, they don't really have a great product, but they are just good speakers. And they know how to articulate their product, their business. They know how to persuade people about their product, and they're sure, they're confident, because speaking comes with your confidence, how to articulate and how to show up in front of people, even with your own people inside the company. So it's really very important for you. And in certain stage of the business, once you get bigger, you will need now to be in front of people who have more money than you, and then you have to sell to them. So even the way you are speaking can convince them to give you money that you are needed to grow your business.
Exactly. That's very good. That's very good. And then there's also the other part that if you want to start giving back to the community, maybe you want to train people, maybe you want to be able to pitch a proposal for a non-profit organization or a project. Like it's not all to do with profits, but it has to be to do with being able to communicate clearly your vision, your desire to sell, even if it's something that you want to gather investors or people to sponsor certain things, so that you can invest into other people, or people can receive free things or so on. You need to be able to speak in front of people. It's such a valuable skill to learn how to speak. I mean, podcasting in many ways is also public speaking. You are just sitting down, and which some even people on stages, we sit down sometimes, depends on the setting. But it's a form of public speaking when you are doing podcasting. It's just that it is not always in front of a huge audience. Even though it can be.
Now, today it's in front of a huge
it's a flowing audience. They're passing us by. And then he's got a ball, and his balls are going into the left corner, and he handed it over to Hector, and Hector's got it into Peter. And Billy closes, and he touchdown. So it's always... it's always an important skill. You can never say, I don't need to learn how to speak, or I don't need to invest in public speaking. And this is why something like this, the Global Speakers Academy, is also such a great initiative, because they're training people to speak. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just about the business of speaking, which is today's theme, but it is also about teaching people how to communicate. Remember the previous podcast episode where Billy and them were on the 7X channel, where they were talking about, I think it was Hector that also mentioned, and Billy shared his vision and said that for many people, it is the lack of knowing how to communicate their vision and to communicate their skills and to communicate their value. They miss out on so many opportunities to enter the market or to grow or to get clients, because nobody taught them how to communicate. So it's such an important skill to learn. And even if you're not thinking about standing on stages to get paid, but if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, or if you're into sales, if you want to do radio or podcasting, this is a very important skill to learn.
As people, as a human being, our lives turn around communication. You know, marriage, families, and it's all about how we communicate. And public speaking can help you not only into the business outside there, but also in your marriage. You know, to be able to speak to your wife, to your husband, and then to be able to manage conflict, because words are powerful. Words are really. Words can change everything. So in the public speaking, you also learn the power of words. You learn which word to use in different circumstances and in this different audience, and all these things are very, very, very important for not only in your business but also outside your business. So it's really very
learning how to negotiate. You know, that's a skill for like you said, any situation, not just with terrorists like Chris Voss in his book, Don't Split the Difference. But it's also good for learning how to find what's best for both parties, you know. Even like, maybe we can even talk about that a little bit. In Oxana 7, us as business owners, like me and Hugh, we oftentimes have to find a middle ground for us, because we view things differently. We know we're obviously not the same person, so we're never going to 100% agree on everything. And it is the ability to communicate clearly where we learn how to now find that middle ground where both of us are happy with the decision. We feel like both of us, our desire or our vision is being met, and we are also benefiting the business at the same time. So it's very important. And if we don't learn these skills, then our discussions will be like, you just, and then that's where it ends. And then nobody wins in that situation.
And again, in just in the same vision or the same way of thinking, as you were saying, business today turn around collaboration. So collaboration comes with, we can be the business. As Oxano 7, we are a business here. Now we are collaborating with another business, the Global Speakers Academy. You know, so even just for us to come to an agreement, we have to communicate.
Yes, indeed.
You know, we have to see, how is it going? What is going to happen? It's communication.
Yes,
it's speaking. So it's and then for you to grow in your business, you really have to put yourself outside there. Networking is it's very important. And when you are networking with one person, for example, you are in a conversation like me and you. I'm speaking to you. I'm presenting to you. I'm telling you my mind. What is my vision? And it's even for you to trust me, I have to know how to speak to you so that I can build the trust.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Because communication does, it conveys, it is a transportation method, you know, for trust.
Yeah.
Because relationships are built on communication. And when there is no clear communication, you can't trust the person. Like if somebody is just quiet in a situation and they're not talking, you're like, you don't know what this person's thinking.
Yeah.
You don't know whether they're listening to you or not. You can't trust what they, because there's no proper communication. So it's true what you're saying. It's very important. And you also mentioned networking. That's the thing that many people don't like. But networking is just a form of public speaking.
Public speaking, yeah.
It's just a one-on-one public speaking with people where you share. You go, you ask the right questions, you add the right value, you share the right information in order to build connections for a specific purpose. And we have an entire podcast on networking. A podcast episode on networking, which we did some time ago. I don't know which episode that was. I can't remember now, but it's so important to learn how to communicate in different situations. And I'm actually really excited to see what the Global Speakers Academy is going to do, in terms of the presentations, the courses, the collaborations, the training that they're going to do. And I'm happy and excited to see that more people are going to learn how to communicate. And that's always good.
Very good.
Yeah. So that's going to be awesome. So we are going to see if we can grab some speakers and people a little bit later. So, I would say stay tuned, but we're not live at the moment. But we are going to bring in some speakers later and some of the guests here to come and talk to us about their experience here at the Global Speakers Academy. Full day masterclass. I just call it a summit, but it's like so we'll be back. We'll be back, guys.
Okay, thank you.